Oh, snap. Okay, it's happening. Okay, it's happening. We're back at it again with another one of these videos. If you don't get the premise already, this is my big yearly project, a passion project, if you will. I'm going to literally be reviewing / showcasing my entire school year. This year being the sophomore edition, obviously. And if you want to, after this video, of course, go check out the freshman year edition. But I think that's enough said. Why don't we get this show on the road? Shall we?
I can't stay.
Alrighty, now I did just show you videos and pictures throughout the year, but those aren't all the videos. Now I did feel more appropriate to post these videos on TikTok. I would have posted them here on YouTube, but there was a reason. I posted the vlogs on TikTok because of copyright reasons. Now I do want to transfer them over to YouTube, but that'll be in my second channel. You know, if I get past the YouTube copyright system. But real quick, I want to give an explanation of why I started the vlogs in the first place. Well, at first, I was really bored at school and I wanted my days to feel a little shorter. But then I came to a realization. I kind of realized, dang, how many people can say that their funniest moments in high school they can just revisit? Like, how many people can say literal days were documented and just can be revisited? I don't regret making them at all. But the one thing I probably do regret is the fact that I really wouldn't make YouTube videos like that when I was making the vlogs. And YouTube, it's my sweetheart. I just can't abandon YouTube. And what's crazy too is I said to myself, I'm not gonna become no TikToker. And look at me now. Well, I prefer to say I'm not a TikToker. I'm just someone who posted on TikTok. But I just don't want to transition to the next part without giving you guys an idea what the vlogs were like. Some of you may have already watched them before, but I still hope you enjoy. Without further ado, check it out. Sin City wasn't made for you. Ooh, angels like you. Look at him. I think he wants to be in the video. How's your day, good sir?
My day's going pretty great. Living life to the fullest. Smoking. Please blur that out.
He said he's on drugs.
I'll be crying if I look like that too, bro. That's fucked up what they be doing, yeah. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I be saying that's fucked up, like, bro. You probably have the full wash and set. It should be fire. You probably didn't cut your shit.
Trigger board. No way.
Look, like,
do you even have Touch ID?
I do. I think so. No, I don't. I just have
that joint don't even exist for your phone. No.
Oh my, yo, Lil Pete, bro.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. Yo,
the one piece
rapper.
is real.
Show me 1% of your power.
strong.
Dang, that's crazy, bro.
Got me up. Talk with this guy.
That's it.
Better, huh?
That's all I can show you right now.
Cool water, you need some of this. Yeah.
Ooh, yes, thank you. Thank you.
Sir.
Guys,
First
remember to drink responsibly.
At all?
What?
Don't drink at all?
Oh yeah, and don't drink at all.
Don't do drugs, kids. How much more do you want from me? More. How much more successful can I be? More successful. How many more records can my records break? Say more records.
More records.
But are you a different animal?
And the same beast? Guys, what are you talking?
I'm your biggest fan. I play all your games. Spyro, I love you. What are you going to homecoming with me? Oh,
Here's the homecoming poster. As you can see, I kind of just put whatever on it. There's the heart from Fortnite and Fat Yoshi, cause why not? Okay, so I'm here with my best buddy. Who is the 46th president of the United States?
46. Benjamin Franklin.
Yes. Ew. Now, I've stated multiple times that I have a phobia of roaches on YouTube. But for some reason, I wasn't scared of this one. Probably because it's moving really slow. Because of how gargantuan, how ginormous this thing was. Like, look at it. Look at it. Saul Goodman, bro. Drip, check, drip. Oh my god, bro, got the drip.
It's like a manager like McDonald's.
Right.
Ready to take my order.
Bro, I've used this joke about a billion times. What the hell? Oh my. Hanging out with my friends, right? I just decided to wander off, right? And I went to my friend's playground. And then I was like, oh, I saw this kid. I was gonna talk to him. He liked Pokemon and stuff. He was pretty cool. I had my face on the monkey bars. Like the way the monkey bars are set up, it goes up and straight. And then here's like the actual playground, right? I pulled myself up to the playground, right? And one of the monkey bars was too close, and I just slammed my face right. So like, there's the monkey bar about. Never let a mediocre day ruin, stuff, things, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah. Here you go, my boy. They call me Mr. Bean instead of Mr. Beast.
You actually gave me something.
You know Mr. Beast? I'm better. I feel like people are over-exaggerating, bro. That man is not even that bad looking. Some people are taking it to the extreme. Like, he looks like a normal person. Like, the best way I can describe him, he looks like a default character. Not even 24 hours later, not even 20 hours later, this man, Meat Kenyon, makes a video on Dream. If people are reacting like this to Dream, imagine how people like H2O Delirious is feeling. Imagine people like H2O Delirious. Imagine like Marshmallow. Imagine How Too Basic. These big influencers that... Shut up.
Guys, Dream is so hot. Dream is so hot, right?
Dream.
You know what Dream is? Bro, I'm gonna dream it in my ass. You know what my Dream is so hot. Invited me either way, but what's my Dream? Dream is pretty cute, right? No, he doesn't. Bro, his jawline was crispy though.
Exactly, bro. Bro's jawline, exactly, bro. Like, come on, bro.
That's what I was saying, bro.
Yeah, yo, I'm tired of these Dream haters, bro. Think about it, bro. They're really treating Dream more like a nightmare.
He is a nightmare, bro.
Nah, okay, that's disrespectful, bro.
That's the point of the mask is, bro.
He's on the verge of tears. Look, he's crying. He's crying right now.
Shout out to NASCAR for the video idea.
That's an owl, a lion, a bear, bearded dragon, platypus, capybara, a snake, a humanicus Downsindricus.
All right, they gotta name all these animals. Oh, that's an owl. A lion, a bear,
Bearded dragon. Platypus. Capybara. Snake. What the f is that? Armadillo? Is that a f***ing Pokemon, bro?
A owl.
An owl. That's an owl. A tiger. Wait, that's a lion.
Alright, guys, say cheese.
That's a lion. That's a lion. That's a bear.
Fucking.
That's a lizard.
chameleon.
No, wait.
Alright, guys, get
That's a
ready.
lizard.
Everybody say cheese.
Yeah, that's a lizard.
What the f is this? What the f?
That's a Picorosaurus, bro.
I don't know what the hell that is. I'm gonna give it a butt.
Says that thing from Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb. Yeah.
That
Platypus,
thing from
platypus.
Phineas and Ferb. A beaver.
It's a squirrel.
A snake.
Snake.
What the hell is that? That's like from Harry Potter or something.
What the f?
Yo, that is an autistic turtle.
Bro, you know what this is?
That's a motherfucker. That's like my grandma, nigga, ain't it?
An owl, a lion, a bear, gecko. No. Bearded dragon. Platypus. Capybara. That's not real. That's not a fucking real animal.
It is. Huh? Yeah.
Armadillo?
Yeah.
What is
they live in Australia.
What is that?
They live in Australia.
Ew.
It's real.
Is that armadillo?
It's like kind of related to an armadillo.
Wait,
No, I swear I never
might
seen
know.
that.
Is that aardvark?
He's like related to an armadillo. You know, they're like related. You know.
I've never seen that before in my life, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Is that
That's it.
is that an actual animal?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's
What the?
Pythagorean theorist.
What?
Let me see it.
Yeah.
No, I
You don't know Pythagorean?
No, I'd never heard of that before. Oh, is that a python on Viagra?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Is this guy serious right now? Theorist. Yeah, like that.
I don't get it. What's the joke?
Not real, bro.
I fucking knew it.
No, it says gullible on the floor.
Huh?
It says gullible on the floor.
Why are you looking down?
You know what? They say 13 is an unlucky number. That just so happens to be one of my favorite vlogs out of all the ones I made. And since I like this one so much, and since it's super high quality, I'ma just let this one play out. Day number 2 of Spirit Week. Today we were allowed to dress up as any celebrity we wanted. So of course, I chose knowledge, strength, and integrity. But enough about yours truly. Let's peep everyone else's fit.
Jalen, you've been going crazy. Jalen, you've been going crazy.
Bro thinks he's Cardi.
Baby got something, Steve Lacy song that I can't play because of copyright. Just don't copyright. It's hot as hell and it's hot, funky, cafeteria, man. Is that Travis Scott? What's up, it's your boy K. Shiloh GWT. How y'all doing? It's very hot outside. The sun is killing me. But you wanna know what makes up for it? This prime right here, even though it's empty. But hey, stay hydrated. They ain't nothing in there. Gatorade.
Oh, I like Gatorade.
Are you serious right now? Gatorade? Man, get that out of here. Nah, you gotta try this. Nah, that should change your life forever.
You sure?
Yes, man.
All right.
That is delicious substances right there.
Oh my God!
See, bruv, I told you, yeah?
Yo!
Drink Prime today. Drink Prime right now.
That shit is fire.
Get your Prime in the link in the description below. Radness. Big name on campus.
Look. He said big boy on campus. I snatched his chain. Now that's mine on campus.
Man thinks he's hard. Come down to London. You ain't gonna have fun then. They're gonna hit you with the chopper.
Ain't you Nathaniel B?
Get the fuck out of the floor! It's not even the first of the month though.
It's not Playboy Cardi, I'm Mickey Mouse.
It is the 18th, bro. It's not the first of the month, bro. Oh no way. Mickey Mouse.
See, now you got it.
Bro, I should have known all along. My bad, bro. My bad.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog. The song I can't play because of Disney. As a matter of fact, wait, hold on. Wait, this is Disney? Man, screw you, Disney! Although our producers, me, had to edit some parts out, maybe due to copyright, but we still hope you enjoyed that segment and my amazing singing. Our next segment will be... I really need something to start this campfire with, bro. Come on, flashlight work. What the heck? Who's been watching this? I don't remember leaving YouTube on. What's going on?
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Have a seat. Yeah, come on, sit down. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm gonna need that.
What?
That thing right there.
What? My flashlight?
Oh yeah, the flashlight. No, I don't need the flashlight. Why do I need the flashlight? It's bright as hell outside.
Oh.
Just come closer.
Oh, okay. Okay. Alrighty then. So this year I'm replacing the campfire with something I think would be just as interesting. I'm gonna only be talking about what it was like in those classrooms. And here and there I'll throw in some of my peers. Because when I eventually do make the last part of this series, I'm gonna make a huge tier list of all my teachers I've ever had. And I mean starting from all the way to fresh year. But until then, this is Fiend's Classroom Experience. Starting with... Now, I'm going to take into account the fact that I had 2 first periods. Because they did change it somewhere around the middle of the year. But before it was changed, it was history. Now, that first period was probably the chillest out of all of my classes because you could get away with using your phone a lot of the time. Because the teacher didn't really care as long as you did your work. You know, typical history teacher stuff, they're always the cool ones. But since it was first period and it was the morning, a lot of the kids were knocked out most of the time. But not me, because no matter what I do, I just can't fall asleep in school. It's impossible for me. But the real GOAT is my friend who I just so happen to have first period with. He carried me a lot. Huh? A little. Hold up. A lot of people carried me in that class. Me and my friend had this thing where 1 week he'll carry me and then 1 week I'll carry him. So it was like that 50-50 split that made the class bearable. Now I stayed in that class for a couple of weeks until out of nowhere they changed my class too. Now, when I got into that class, it just so happened that I had another one of my close friends in that class. But of course, we never were close to each other the whole year. I mean, like, not once were we in talking distance, unless it was like a group project or something. Now, my teacher, when my teacher wasn't here, kids would be in celebration. It would be treating like it was some sort of international holiday. Kids would literally be skipping, and I don't mean skipping class, literally skipping in pure bliss. I mean, like, I think I was more excited for my teacher's absence than my own summer break. Like, look at me, I took over the class. And by the end of the year, she did the final seating chart for the whole class, and it just so happened I sat all the way in the back with 2 of my friends. And if you've ever sat in the back of the classroom before, you know, things get wicked. But things did calm down until I got to... It's actually crazy because I went through like a whole character development arc in this class. It went from being one of the most hated classes to me loving that class. It was the ELA class, so, you know, it was the usual. And I stayed here, I stayed there. But the one thing that made me love that class was the more I paid attention, the more I realized how much me and my teacher had in common. Like I said, I don't want to get too deep into it because I'm going to talk about my teachers in a future video. But we had a lot of the same mindsets, same beliefs, same thoughts about the world. Woman was a G, honestly. Also, this dude in my class who probably became my closest friend in that class had like that Shikamaru mindset. You've seen Naruto before. Like, he was real lazy, but if he tried, he wouldn't have gotten the grades he had gotten. Also, look at the architecture of this woman's room. When I first got in here, I was like, yo, this is kind of cool. But you want to know what wasn't cool? First of all, this woman was immortal. Even when she was sick, she still came to school. I made a joke about this to my friend. I said the school could be a war zone, and that woman and her class would be the last one standing. And of course, she was a math teacher. Of course, she fit the stereotype. Let me tell you, I did not like this class, dude. Dang, I should have wore the Avatar shirt while Avatar was playing, right? Whatever. Listen, before the class even started, I would literally stall by going down the hallway back and forth with my friend before the bell rung. But there was one goat in that class. He was a freshie. Matter of fact, all my classmates were freshies. A lot of them, at least. Because, like, they were the smart kids who, like, were able to get in my level of math or something. I don't know. He'd always try to beat me at Mario Kart. And he didn't. So that's just one time. This clip still gets me tight to this day. I also did look forward to breaks in that class because there was this group of girls who brought their Switches and I played with them from time to time. Of course I'd fry them, but they were chill. But I didn't play as much games as in. I really couldn't ask for a better gym period. Since it was multiple classes put into one, the boys' locker room was packed. And since it was packed, everyone basically knew each other. Even if there's like a language barrier. Like, I remember I was talking to this one Brazilian kid. I didn't know a lick of Portuguese and he didn't know a lick of English. But we still found a way somehow to joke around. Gym is also the place where I had the most freedom to make my vlogs. There was a lot of different sceneries, a bunch of different things to do if I was bored. A lot of different people if I just wanted to talk to or do like an interview. Only problem is, it's hot, bro. Like, it's just too dang hot. Like, I remember this one time, my friends convinced me to play tag somehow. Even though I said to myself, I wasn't going to move around a lot just because I didn't want to sweat. And after like 10 minutes of negotiating, I was like, dang, I do kind of want to play tag now. Worst mistake of my life. After that, I was drenched in sweat. It dead looked like I jumped in a pool. But yeah, but gym overall was a 10. Just like, it's lunch. What do you think I did? The food was that butt. Although there was some bangers here and there. The thing that made this class what it was my teacher, but you know, can't go into detail yet. But there was this one kid that made that class enjoyable. He was my One Piece guy. I talked about One Piece. Duh. Then eventually I did tell him about my YouTube channel. And then it just so happened the very first video he watched was the freshman year edition. For granted, it was the second most recent video I posted at the time. He did end up watching the whole video through. And by the end, he was like, am I giving me the next end of the year video? And I was like, well, we'll see about that. Here we are today. What's up, bro? And of course, just my luck, the one person I talked to in that class got his class switched. Speaking of switching classes, like I just said, at the beginning of the year, my original class was Spanish. The kids in that class, they were the type that you can't really talk to them outside of class. That was kind of like our relationship. Besides One Piece guy, I had 6th period with him too. But then they changed both of our classes. And when I did get my class changed, I still had the same teacher as my original first period. But I didn't know nobody at first besides lazy kid. And then I realized, oh, I also know the kid next to him. It took me a couple of weeks, but I did end up liking that class more than the first. Okay, last change for real. For the first 2 quarters, I had one science teacher, and for the next 2 quarters, I had another science teacher. And they were both equally as goated. I have to say, the girl next to me, although I didn't really talk to her like that, she did come in big clutch. Without her, I probably wouldn't have finessed the way I did in that class. My teacher was also the GOAT, but you know, gotta wait for that teacher ranking vid. Then my class got split halfway throughout the year to a different class. I don't know what it was about those sophomore science teachers, but they were all goated. Just like this man. The teacher I did end up getting was just as good as the last. I also had a close friend in that class, but we sat across the room from each other. And every time we look at each other, we do like funny faces and do goofy things, just like these guys. Yeah, good times, good times. But I say there's no better way than ending off a school day with one of your core classes. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the next part.
Our next segment will be our last, and we hope you enjoy this video thus far. For now, it's time to wrap this thing up right about now.
Now, today, kiddies, we're gonna talk about what I count as my first quote-unquote school thing. That being getting on the bus. The second I step on that bus, I'm greeted by my bus driver and the assistant. First, my bus assistant. This woman would literally come to the back of the bus where we were. I don't know, maybe because she was bored or something. But she would literally come to the back of the bus, not only to talk to us, but she flamed us too. Now, this woman barely spoke any English at all. She literally told us that she picked up the language from her working at Walmart. So that made everything 10 times funnier. Like, I remember this one time I got on the bus with a tank top on because, you know, it was hot and I had it under my clothes. And I got on the bus and she was like, "Oh, you work out?" And I was like, whoa, 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 slow down. There's enough candy for all you leave. Okay, I didn't say all that, but she was like, "Oh, you work out?" And I was like, yeah. Now my bus driver, on the other hand, now this lady was truly something else. You know the principal from Matilda, Miss Trunchbull? That was literally my bus driver embodied. There would be times where she would yell at kids at 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning. Like, how do you even wake up in that kind of time? I remember for weeks, she would argue with my friend that she never took the bus, even though she got on the bus every single day. Another one of my friends, she was talking to her as she was getting on the bus and she just ripped out her headphone. She's kicked multiple kids off the bus for various different reasons. And I was close to having the same fate for absolutely no reason. And I'm not even gonna lie, I did feel like at times she was gonna start drifting the bus because of how fast she was going. But like, halfway throughout the year, this woman had no enemies. I don't know what got into her, but she literally was a kinder and gentler person. She helped to offer this kid who sprained his foot off the bus. She started wishing us happy holidays. She started to apologize to kids she yelled at. She literally went from a villain to a hero. And on the last day of school, she gave us this big speech about how she enjoyed our time with us, how she might not be our bus driver for next year. So farewell, Miss Bus Driver. Or see you next year. I don't really know. And those weren't all the characters on that bus. Most of you are probably familiar with Momo, kid from last year's video. He did his usual thing. He also said that we had a class with everyone from the bus. That'd be the best class, which that couldn't be further from the truth. That'll be the best class, and he's definitely not wrong. I said this before to one of my friends that the bus can literally be its own story. Now, what made the bus significantly different than last year was these new wave of freshies. At the beginning of the year, it kind of felt weird to be not the youngest one anymore. Like, I'm really going through that coming of age story. I'm growing up, man. But that's for another time. These youngsters were honestly something else. A few of them being, by the way, these are nicknames. Muhammad's brother, we'll call him Addy. Jeff, Nana, Ozzy, and Manny. Just name a few. Kind of crazy to think that these kids aren't going to be the same kids anymore. Now, there's a bunch of different stories and such I can tell you, but I'll give you one. So I'm getting on the bus as normal on a regular school day. A little after we leave the school, this kid, we'll call him Tom. Tom had a literal nail on the bottom of his shoe. And he's over here telling us it hurts. So we're like, take it out. But for some reason, he wouldn't take it out. And after telling him a million times to take it out, I noticed the tip is a little red. I'm like, bro, were you bleeding? At this point, I'm like, yep, my boy's gonna die of tetanus. And all of a sudden, I look to my right and I take a double take because I knew my eyes weren't deceiving what I saw. There is some guy in a truck, naked. I swear he was naked. There was an old man in there and he was slumped. He had his feet up on the dashboard, so I couldn't tell if he was actually naked, but it definitely looked like that. And then while all this is happening, there's this two dudes arguing about something. I wasn't sure. And even when we got off the bus, it didn't end. Because my boy Eric, he was like, yo, I got a text from Abby, Muhammad's brother, saying, yo, go to my grandma's house and turn off the oven. And the first thing I said to myself, why does this kid have the oven on? So me, Tia, and Eric start speed walking because his woman's house might just be on fire. Next thing you know, we're about to walk past Muhammad and Abby's house when we see their dad booking it into the car. And he just sped off into the neighborhood. To this day, I still don't know if that's the real reason why he got into his car so fast. Or if that woman in her house is okay. They probably are. But that still doesn't change the fact my bus is truly something else.
Oh yeah. Yeah, go like this. I'm gonna lie. Go like this. Yo, you got Now Walt Disney. That's Walt Disney. Wait.
And there it is. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Although this year had a rocky start, as I just showcased, there were some gems throughout this year. That just goes to show that even when things might start out as bad, they'll always get better. Like I just said, I had my ups and downs throughout this year. But as the year went on, I was able to find a glitch in the system to somehow enjoy school. Well, at least this year. But on another note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But not to worry, because the next part will be posted next year, as always. But first, let's see what junior year has in store. All right, take screenshots of this. All right, photo shoot, pose, pose, photo shoot, photo shoot, pose. Why do we get to show on the road? Shall we? Oh, okay, that's the one, that's right there, that's the one. Ooh. Word of the day, you should not care what other people think about you. Look at me, I'm at school right now. I don't care what other people think about me, and you shouldn't either. Honestly, if you truly care what other people think about you, you're gonna stop yourself in life, and that is not a good thing. Honestly, because I believe in you. You have the ability to honestly change the world. Look at me being motivational. But honestly, on a real note, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's go! We're done recording! Well, not really, not the time I'm recording this, but you see this? See that? I have to use my sister's iPad for the script. Hope you guys enjoyed, though. I love you.